Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Going for the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A first down for the offense. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Trying to get to it. Makes the catch. It's McKinnon. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic.
The expressway is wide open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He got it! He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. It's Barnett. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense and formating them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big game.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now they'll run it to the right here. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
3rd down play from the gun. He looks that one in nicely. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Syracuse. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute it.
And he breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Try to get it to the edge. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Jukes his way for more. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, what a luxury to be able to call a design run to your quarterback and basically let him be a tailback and let him run it in for you. It makes the offense and everything else around them stronger. This QB's just got some good wheels.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Oklahoma is in trouble. You could bring back any of the Heisman winners they've had here, Bradford or Mayfield or Murray. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 14 to NC State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide open downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knocked him down at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Finds his man. It's Morris. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Catch in the middle. It's Morris. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Orange. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. KState has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, the ground game. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Wildcats will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Might as well give it to him again.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the ground, it's Jackson. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wants to throw on third. Got it!
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get there to win.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going up top on first down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Between the uprights, it's good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick.
Special teams touchdown.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense.
Get out of here with a win,
He's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Line getting set on second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. He's looking downfield to throw. Snags it. Touchdown, Cuse. They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, he'll take that completion.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it all right. He's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quick handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Using the quick game. On the move is a 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Toss to the outside. Fights off the defender.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That turned out to be a free play with the offside penalty. They'll wave it off, and the touchdown counts. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They took it 71 yards down the field, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. First down for this offense. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lead. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. Strikes the blow. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Syracuse right back at it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third down, he drops the throw. This pass is caught by the... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And it's right down the boulevard. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's going to run it back. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to the ground. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll try the run. On the move is the 30. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll let one go down the right side. And he hauls it in at the 25. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. To the ground with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats. They've got the lead here in the fourth. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Syracuse right back at it. Toss sweep to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a third down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide out in motion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passing. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long. A step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Bringing it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Escapes the... And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. On second down, he'll fire. Looking down the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go with a direct snap. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Morris. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And back-to-back kneel downs, and it sets up the kicker with a chance to win it with a field goal. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. The give to the tailback. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline.
Wrap up here, boys.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's incomplete, and they had a chance in the end zone, and he just couldn't come up with it, and that's going to do it. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out